Alright, well, we've had some people ask for a live stream, so we're going to do one. We have a lot of stuff to talk about. We had two big call ups happen today involving the New York Yankees and the St. Louis Cardinals. No, we'll get to that in just a sec. We're going to have to wait for more people to come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, good. We got some people joining. That's always fun to see. Jordan Walker, outfielder slash third baseman. He will be playing the outfield because, of course, third base, Nolan Arenado, absolute stud. He got called up, had a monster spring. And speaking of people having monster springs, Anthony Volpe for my team, the New York Yankees, who I've been saying, sorry, for a while should get that call up. And finally, he does. Anthony Volpe is finally called up to the big leagues. Now, what are the Yankees going to do? You got so much holes right now. You got so much questions. Let me get this through to you, Brian Cashman. Aaron Hicks stinks. Josh Donaldson is not that good as you think he is. You are paying him so much money, Josh Donaldson and Aaron Hicks, for them to be absolutely terrible. Listen, when you have Aaron Hicks and Josh Donaldson, but you also have Oswald Peraza and Oswaldo Cabrera, who play their positions and are better than them at like everything, what you doing? What are you doing? Call them up. If they're better, well, not call them up, but put them on the opening day lineup. This lineup for the Yankees will be scary if those three people. We already got one out of the way. Volpe's in the lineup, I think, for opening day. But you're gonna also want to have Cabrera and Peraza in that lineup. Like, I don't know if you can afford to have Hicks and Donaldson because they kind of stink. Have you have you gotten the production you're paying for? No, but are you getting a ton of you're not I don't want to say a ton, but you're getting more production from Cabrera and Peraza than you are from Hicks and Donaldson. But here's the sad truth for Yankee fans. IKF will definitely be starting in the opening day roster because Harrison Bader had to go hurt himself. And guess what? He was pretty bad defensively at shorts. He had a noodle arm that was not accurate. Why not? Why not? It's a match made in heaven. Let's put him in center field. Let's see how that works out. A guy who a lot of people think is fast, who is actually about a little above average speed. His arm isn't that good. And yeah, you know how bad his arm is. He made a good amount of errors last year. That would have been doubled or even tripled if Rizzo wasn't that good at first base. Every time, it felt like almost every time IKF got the ball it was a terrible throw, and Rizzo had to scoop it and do amazing picks left and right. It was incredible to watch Anthony Rizzo. It was like an art form what he was doing with IKF. And now you want that in center field, one of the biggest positions where you need an arm for. He didn't even have the arm for a shortstop, and now you're putting him in center field. What are we doing? Trade for a center fielder, you know? The Yankees have talked about trading for outfielders. Why not? Like, you have all these talks about trading for an outfielder. Hello, new viewers. Like, you're talking about trading for an outfielder as the Yankees, but you're not doing it. You still have that big hole in center field, because guess what? Isaiah Kiner-Falefa is not filling that hole for you guys in center field. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa barely got the job done at short, and now you expect him to play center. Insane. For all the people who just tuned in, I want to report that Jordan Walker is now a member of the St. Louis Cardinals. He got the call up today. And so is Anthony Volpe, is now on the New York Yankees opening day roster. We were talking about the Yankees, of how ridiculous it is that they're still planning to have Hicks and Josh Donaldson in their opening day lineup. Like, what are you doing? Honestly, let's talk about Hicks and Donaldson. Let's talk about Hicks. Hicks is now looking lost in the field. He's looking like a deer in headlights. I mean, no disrespect to Hicks. He's had some insanely clutch hits. But he's looking lost in the field. He doesn't look like he feels comfortable. But then you have Oswaldo Cabrera, very nice guy, I met him, who is playing like a gold glover in the outfield. He is robbing home runs, cannon of the arm, and he is a decent hitter. Hicks, not good. Not good hitting last year. I think he does have the talent, but I feel like the stress of New York and all the criticism you get when you fill and all the stuff that goes along with playing in New York is becoming too much pressure for him. Now, Donaldson, on the other hand, I feel like he is fine with the pressure. I feel like he is not talented enough to compete with this team. I feel like Donaldson is able to stay with this pressure. He's able to get a few clutch hits. He's actually not that bad defensively. But I feel like the talent now that they have at that position, the Yankees, is better than Donaldson. So Donaldson would be good for a lot of teams, definitely for the Orioles. A bench bat, a DH, Donaldson. Slide down the Donaldson to the Orioles would be good. Hello, new viewers. Donaldson would just be great on all these teams that are trying to rebuild and are close. The Marlins would love Josh Donaldson. You got Jazz Chisholm, Luis Arias, Brian De La Cruz. I'm a believer in him. We got Sandy Alcantara on the bump. And yeah, if you give Josh Donaldson to the Marlins, that's a veteran. You have veteran presence. The Marlins are lacking in veteran presence. They don't have much people who've been there through all the grit and all the stuff. Josh Donaldson's won an MVP. He's been up and down. He would be a great fit for the Marlins, I think. Yeah, so I don't know what they're doing. At least he's not playing center field. I think he could play a better center field than IKF, but surprise me, IKF. I dare you. Please, I don't know if you're watching this, but IKF, if you are watching this, prove me wrong. I'm not saying this to give you down. I'm just saying what I'm feeling. I don't mean any disrespect to you, but I want you to prove me wrong, IKF. I want you to show me that you can be decent in the outfield. Speaking of changing positions to the outfield, Jazz Chisholm is now playing the center field for the Marlins, and he says he is determined to go out and win a gold glove in center field. Now, Jazz is one of the stars of the game. Just the one thing is he doesn't walk and he strikes out a lot, but that will improve, I bet, with Jazz. Jazz will someday be one of the absolute top 5 players. I see that with Jazz. I see a lot of stuff in Jazz. I like his lefty swing. He's got good power. Just the swing and miss rate is up. The walk rate is down. If you don't know how to check this stuff, just go to Baseball Savant, it's called. Great website. You can check all this stuff that I'm talking about. Check it out. Lots of fun. Track home runs. But his swing and miss rate is up and his walk rate is down. You never want that. But when he gets one, he can really run into it. He can hit missiles. He is not at 5 tool yet because he doesn't really hit for an average yet, but what I assure you he will start hitting for that high average. I don't know why he's the cover for MLB The Show, but who cares? It should have been J-Rod, but whatever, Jazz Chisholm was great defensively at second, and I believe that he will be good in center field. What's up, buddy? What's up, Big Red? I think Jazz Chisholm will be good in center field. I don't know if he'll be Gold Glove, but Jazz has a good arm, better than IKF's arm, and a good glove. So we're just see about it. Speaking of the Marlins, I want to talk about them for a sec. The Marlins, I believe a lot in, okay? I believe a lot in the Marlins. I know a lot of people don't, but I do. Brian De La Cruz, the Marlins, he will turn it on for them. I believe in Jesus Sanchez. The dude hits missiles, bombs. What's up? Jesus Sanchez is insane when he barrels up a ball. It is incredible. You are building something, the Marlins, and I applaud that. The Pablo Lopez trade, you lost a little pitching depth, but you got Luis Arias the batting title. So the Marlins, I don't know if I got any Marlins fans on here, but I would be excited for the next couple years. We gotta talk about you guys. Catcher's okay. First base, Luis Arias. What's up? But you got a good lineup rolling for you if you're the Marlins right now. You got players with a lot of potential. You have players that have proved that they could do it. Jazz Chisholm was an all-star. Sandy Alcantara just won a Cy Young. You have potential that is underrated, the Marlins. You have great potential there. Trevor Rogers, I am interested to see what will happen with him, Trevor Rogers, but you never know. You have potential as the Marlins. And you are starting to actually use that potential to your advantage, and I applaud you for that. Let's see, teams also a potential that is underrated. The Cubs, Christopher Morel. I'll say what. Why do you talk about? I love baseball. My favorite sports. That's why I talk about. I play baseball. Yeah, I had a game today. I got a nice hit down the line. Very nice. I do play baseball. But the Cubs, Christopher Morel is a stud. I know he's under the radar. I know he's a little crazy. Hit first home run in his at bats. He stayed at first base, yelling at his first base coach for about 5 minutes. But hey, I love the energy. Morel is good. You signed Dansby Swanson. Nico Horner is starting to show that potential. Who knows what will happen with Seiya Suzuki? But the point of having a potential team is those question marks. Those guys you don't know what the future will hold for them, and that's the exciting part, you know. Who knows what will happen with Seiya Suzuki? Nico Horner, who knows? They have shown potential. They have shown non-potential. Pitching for the Cubs is okay. That's what they really should have got a pitcher. Jacob deGrom to the Cubs would have been nuts. And they still got lots of money to spend, the Cubs. Listen, I know we've talked about Ohtani being traded. I know, if you don't know that, there's a rumor of Ohtani being traded going around. Thank you for the like. Ohtani being traded to the Cubs. Wow. I know the Cubs haven't even expressed interest, but they have the money. You will have an elite pitcher. You will have an elite hitter. Someone with wheels all in one player. Like, I don't know. They should be going for Ohtani. Ohtani will save your franchise, honestly. He will boost that franchise, and you can start to call Ohtani a veteran. He's been around. He's been booed. He's been high in glory. He still is high in glory, but yeah. Any questions, just drop them down. Let's talk about the Angels for potential. Potential-wise, the Angels, it is just very good. Rengifo, we'll see what will happen with him. Hunter Renfroe, I'm a huge fan of, so same with Gio Urshela. Max Stassi isn't bringing much beyond the dish, but of course you got Michael Trout, one of the best players of all time, best baseball player I've ever seen play. Oh, or that might be Pujols, I don't know, but you got Shohei. And we talked about this. Question marks make under the radar teams with potential fun. Anthony Rendon. Question mark. What do you think Rendon will be providing to the table for you? Do you think Rendon will be hurt? Do you think he will be good? He's looked decent in spring training. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. Rendon, who knows? But, okay. Who remembers the Nationals, Anthony Rendon? The literal top 5 player in the MLB. Probably the best third baseman right there. Like, Anthony Rendon used to be so good. Too bad injuries has started to derail his career. I think he should be able to get right back on for the Angels. Pitching-wise for the Angels, it's Ohtani kind of it. They traded Raisel Iglesias. I don't get that trade. Huge W trade for the Braves, though. Love Raisel Iglesias. Speaking of the Braves, we talked about Jordan Walker and Anthony Volpe being called up. Let's talk about some people getting called down. Vaughn Grisham of the Braves. Thank you for the likes and the viewers. Hello. What's up? Vaughn Grisham started off the season good for the Braves, but has now turned into nothing. Has been sent down to the minor leagues. I don't know. The Braves are looking like they don't have a shortstop coming into the season. I don't know if you really want to call Orlando Arcia your shortstop. What's up, new viewers? Messi. I'm sorry, all you Ronaldo fans. I know there's a bunch of Ronaldo quotes going around, but I'm just a fan of Messi. But yeah. So, we saw a lot of good stuff with Vaughn Grisham, but we saw a lot of bad stuff, and that kind of sent him back down. Listen, I think they jumped the gun with Vaughn Grisham very strongly, to be honest. We all know about Vaughn Grisham. Vaughn Grisham was called up straight from Double-A. Thank you for the likes. Vaughn Grisham didn't even play in Triple-A. They called him straight up. And I think his debut played a big factor. I mean, second at-bats, I believe. Hit a bomb over the Green Monster. The Braves thought they had something. He needs to develop some more. He's a young kid. He's got great potential. He's got great skills. He's gifted, definitely. He needs some more time to develop. But Jordan Walker, Anthony Volpe, their time is done. And those two are being called up, sent right up. Favorite game? Do you mean video game or sport? Because my favorite sport, I'll answer both. My favorite sport is baseball. I love it. My favorite game is MLB The Show. I can't wait to start playing 22. I heard some people say, I saw in my comments, you should start streaming show games. I was thinking, for all you viewers that play the show, we're going to make like a created player. See! So, yeah, we're going to like make a created player. We're going to give it like some cool name, and we're going to get drafted and go up and be the best player of all time. I think that'll be dope. Watch him grow. It's a good day. It's a good day. I don't know. Don't think I've heard that song. But yeah, I love the chat rate going for this. And, I mean, yeah, personal questions about me, I'll be happy. I'll be happy to answer. Overjoyed. I love it when my viewers talk to me. Teams with potential. Pirates have something actually going. Mitch Keller, I don't know. I think Mitch Keller's a little underappreciated for what he does. Oh my gosh, how did I forget that? Thank you for sunshine. Thank you for rain. Thank you for joy. I got that question. It's like, thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day. Yay, yay, yay. It's a beautiful day. Something personal about Wait, what? That kind of. Can you tell us something about yourself? Well, I love fish. I love all animals in general. I got a dog, 2 guinea pigs, a lizard, a whole bunch of fish. You know, I got so many fish right now. Sorry. I got a whole bunch of fish. I actually have 2 crabs. I have a blue lobster. That's really cool. My blue lobster. I have my lizard Duffy. You guys want to? Still finding out a date. Maybe next weekend. I think we can. How tall are you? I believe. I have to see. 5'1"? I don't know. You guys want to see Duffy though? Let's get Duffy out. Duffy's my lizard. He's right next to me. Hey, Duffy. You want to say hi to the stream? Here comes Duffy. This is Duffy. Duffy's a crested gecko, so this is Duffy. He's very happy to meet you guys. Duffy's a baseball fan too. He's actually a fan of the Reds. Now let's talk about the Reds. Good segue there. Hunter Green is a good pitcher. I'm very impressed with Hunter Green. Like, he is honestly throws as hard as Aroldis Chapman, but consistently as a starter. Nick Senzel, we talked about question marks being fun. Nick Senzel was a highly rated prospect. Never has turned into much. Jonathan India won a Rookie of the Year. Favorite states? I mean, I don't know. I'm going to San Diego this year, so maybe California. I mean, I've been to Maryland a few times. Maryland's cool. Underrated, actually, Maryland. New York, of course, the city. That's cool. So, yeah. But yeah, the Reds, Nick Senzel's a question mark. Jonathan India hasn't done much after he won a Rookie of the Year. Question mark. Tyler Stevenson, though, is really good. What? Oh, I don't really want to get into those conversations right now. I mean, I don't know. I don't have an answer for that. You have your own opinions. That's fine. But yeah. So Tyler Stevenson is a very underrated catcher. Hits like a beast and fields actually pretty good. Tyler Stevenson. I have a couple of his rookie cards. The Reds are looking alright, actually. And you got that veteran presence of Joey Votto. What's up, Duffy? So you got that veteran... What up, dogs? Nice. You got that veteran presence in Joey Votto. Joey Votto's been a Red his whole life. Joey Votto is a Hall of Famer or not? So let me know in the chat. First free? So you mean from like the sun out? You love balloons? That's pretty cool. I like balloons too. I love balloon animals. I'm going to put Duffy back in his tank. Then I'm going to try and answer your question for the solar system. I did this in 5th grade. So I'm going to try and make my science teacher happy. Alright, so there's the sun. There's the sun. So the sun, Mercury, Venus, Mars. Mercury, Venus, Mars, I believe. I think it is Mercury, Venus, Mars. I could be wrong. It could be Mercury, Venus, Earth, but I do think it's Mercury, Venus, Mars. Yeah. Big Red, what's up? We all love Big Red. Mercury, Venus, Earth. Okay. Is Mars 4? Guess what? What's up? What's up? Guess what? Do you love balloons? Been spamming I love balloons in the chat. That's pretty dope. Yeah. Mars is 4, so I guess that guy likes balloons. Guess what? Chicken butts. Very, very cool. Very cool. Dope. I want to talk about the Padres, though. It's not really potential for them, but it is there. So it's not really potential something that's building. They've already built it. I mean, you got on the same team. Can you sing Open It Up? I don't know that song. I'm sorry. But for the Padres, you got on the same team. Yeah, fine. You on the same team. Juan Soto, Xander Bogaerts, Manny Machado, and who's the last? Fernando Tatis Jr. That is like unfair, unparalleled. And then the pitching, CD. Say CD. But the pitching, Joe Musgrove is a very underrated pitcher. Starting to get some respect. He's on my fantasy team. Let's go. Yu Darvish, we all know. Yu Darvish, we all know about Yu Darvish, how good he is. And then Blake Snell, former Cy Young winner, is actually looking all right. Grey Lamb, Cowboys fan? I don't know, but yeah. So Padres very good. Jake Cronenworth, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, oh, this chat. Oh, this chat. Can we talk about baseball? Like, please? The pitching for the Padres is decent. Also, they have depth in that lineup too. Jake Cronenworth is very good. I love watching Ha-Seong Kim. I think he's got real talent of the game. Aaron Nola is a question mark, but I love the Cubs. Dope. We talked about him earlier in the stream. I don't know if you were there when we talked about the Cubs, but the Cubs are doing good actually. What state is Cub? Chicago, Illinois. So yeah. Let me just X this out. So yeah, Cubs are good. I hear so much people saying they'll win that division. Sweet. I don't think the Cubs will win that division yet. I still think it's the Cardinals. You know, they got great stuff working for them. I do think it's like Yankees are the best. Yep. This guy right here. Yep, Yankees are the best team. I don't care what you say. Yeah. Messi is the GOAT, though. Yeah, you gotta admit it. Messi's the GOAT. But yeah, the Yankees are the best team. I don't care what you say. I may be being biased, but I'll admit it. I'm a happy biased person. Yeah, the Yankees easily win it. Messi is better. Messi is the GOAT. Yes. Okay, a lot of soccer fans. I noticed. But yeah. I don't know if we got much more to talk about. Oh yeah, the Guardians. Team with potential. Stephen Kwan is a great player. Hits for contact. Great defense, actually. Oscar Gonzalez, I have him on my fantasy team. Very, very good. High ceiling. Pele is the GOAT. I don't know if he's the GOAT. It's close between him and Messi. But Andres Jimenez. Yep. Andres Jimenez is a very good player, though. Do not sleep on him. He's also on my fantasy team. I got a lot of Guardians on my fantasy team. I also have, yeah, I knew that. A lot of people knew that. It was like kind of worldwide news. Jose Ramirez is my pick to win the MVP. So, yeah. Yeah, he's my pick to win the MVP, Jose Ramirez. Because I think a lot of people say Judge will win this MVP. But I see Judge getting walked a lot. But I see Ronaldo's not the GOAT, man. Get out of here. But Judge will get walked a lot. He starts. Judge started getting walked a lot at the end of the season, and that really didn't help. So I feel like they're gonna walk Judge a lot more. So like the Yankees, if they don't want that to happen, let's just be the Judge is probably the best hitter in the game. If we don't want Judge to be pitched around as the Yankees, talk so right after this, 1 sec. As the Yankees, you want some lineup depth. You want a healthy season from Giancarlo Stanton. You want Gleyber Torres to play like Gleyber Torres should, and you want Anthony Volpe to really start showing up. Rizzo is actually good protection. What I mean by protection is, if Judge is up, they may walk Judge on purpose because the people behind him aren't that good. So you can have lineup, you can have protection, Bark. You got protection with Rizzo, Stanton, Torres playing good. You're also calling up Anthony Volpe, who's been Pirates' best player. I kind of agree with that. Brian Hayes, I'm waiting for his breakout. I'm predicting that Brian Hayes of the Pilots segue into the Pirates, who doesn't love a good segue. Brian Hayes is probably one of the best defensive players right now. I don't share my age, but I mean, you can kind of get a range of my age from just looking at me and hearing my voice. But Brian Hayes, insane prospect, and he is starting to put it together. I have one of his autographs. I'm very proud of him. I don't know about that, but Brian Hayes is just a great player all around. Hits great, fields great. He's got some wheels, but I don't really share that personal information. Yeah, I kind of agree with what you just said. O'Neal Cruz though has some great potential, but the thing with O'Neal Cruz is just like who are we talking about like that? Jazz Chisholm, but a little worse. Worst case of Jazz Chisholm. The walk rate is here. The swing and miss rate is here. He just takes these huge, massive, lefty, powerful swings, but sometimes they don't connect. Give me advice to not be lazy. Get up and do something. Find a hobby. Find something you're passionate about, and get up and do it. Do it. You know, if you want to do like, I don't know, 20 jumping jacks every morning to get your blood pumping. I don't know. Do cooking. Go play frisbee with your dog. I don't know. A lot of fighting about basketball in the chats. MJ or Kobe, it looks like. I don't know. I'm gonna have to take MJ because MJ just had better stats. I'm sorry. Kobe is a legend though. But yeah. So O'Neal Cruz swings and miss is a lot. Well, LeBron might be the GOAT. That's a good point. But O'Neal Cruz doesn't walk that much at all, and I think if he walked, what do you do for a living? I don't do anything for a living. I'm a kid. I go to school. Ooh, that's a hot take right there. But yeah. So O'Neal Cruz, I feel like a great weapon, a great thing to make him more presentable. Yeah, R.I.P. Kobe. That is true. But to make O'Neal Cruz more up there, to make him much more of a better player, to walk. You know, you got no more shift. You got bigger bases. You got a limited number of pickoff throws. You can steal so many bases, but that can't happen if you're not on base. To steal a base, this is one of the best quotes of all time for baseball, or just sports in general. To steal a base, you have to get on base. If you're not getting on base, you are not stealing bases. Like O'Neal Cruz, that is such a weapon, your speed. Oh. But you have such a weapon, O'Neal Cruz, with your speed. Use it. You know, maybe take a few pitches. Try and get on base a little more, and you will definitely see an improvement, you know? His defense is great, O'Neal Cruz. He doesn't really make errors. I don't know who my barber is. But, yeah. I don't like the Astros. I'm a Yankee fan. I do not like the Astros. I like some of their players. I like Christian Javier. I like Kyle Tucker. I don't like Luis Garcia. I think he is so ridiculous with his stupid rock the baby thing. He does this little stupid... Did your grandma cut your hair? No. But yeah. Severe thunderstorm in Georgia warning. I don't know why. I don't live in Georgia. Why am I getting these? Sign up for the stupid local news thing because it apparently would save my life because it gives me all the local stuff in my area. But I keep getting messages about Georgia when I don't live there. But yeah. So who are we talking about? The Astros. I love Kyle Tucker. Love Yordan Alvarez. Love Christian Javier. And I kind of like Montero. But that's probably about it. I don't really like Altuve because he cheated. Down in Ohio, swear to God. But, I can't stand Luis Garcia. Let me tell you this, guys. I actually played against the pitcher who did this when he pitched. Just like Luis Garcia, and I hit a bomb off him. So that if you do this when you pitch, you get bombs set off you. I will flash you back to the 2021 World Series. Football, are you just saying for the gritty? Because Justin Jefferson does the best gritty, but he is not the best football player right now. Is he the best receiver? That's a question. But yeah. Yeah. I'll flash back to 2021 when Luis Garcia doing his little rock the baby gave a little lollipop to Jorge Soler. And Jorge Soler basically hit that a few dozen miles into the stratosphere. So that was pretty impressive. I think we're gonna end the live soon. So if you have any questions, yes sir, Luis Garcia is trash. But yeah, so we're gonna end the live. If you have any questions for me, personally, or about baseball, or I guess about football, I say right foot creep. Oh, I'm gonna win because we're talking about football, basketball, and soccer on this stream. But yeah, we had a great response. I'm doing good. Oh, we got more people joining. We can't end this stream right now. We can't end it. Hey, what's up, guys? So, you give me a baseball team. I'll run through it for you. All right. So, give me any team. What team you guys like? Who just joined? Tom Brady retired. Yeah, no, everyone knows that, buddy. Come on. Captain Obvious. But give me a team to break down. Favorite baseball player: Aaron Judge. I used to be obsessed with Gleyber Torres until he turned into trash. I don't really mean that, but he turned into something horrific, and I was very upset with that. I mean, my number was 25 because of Torres. I had a few autographs of Torres, all his rookie cards. Padres? Let's talk about the Padres. Catcher, Aaron Nola. He goes by. His brother is Austin Nola is on the Padres. His brother is Aaron Nola of the Phillies. Sorry. First base. It looks like Jake Cronenworth will be playing first. Ha-Seong Kim at second. Xander Bogaerts at short. Manny Machado at third. That is very solid right there. And then in the outfield, Soto. I don't know who else they got in the outfield besides really Soto and Tatis. Mbappe's pretty cool, yeah. Soto, Tatis. I don't know where they're saying. Let me just think for a sec. Oh, Trent Grisham. Yeah, so that is so solid. And then their pitching is pretty good. Joe Musgrove, we talked about him on my fantasy team. Yu Darvish. Mike Clevenger was on them, but we found out Mike Clevenger was kind of a piece of... But, Yu Darvish, Joe Musgrove. Yeah, I believe that's it for, like, the stars. Blake Snell is kind of a star. Neymar, Mbappe. Oh, that's close. That is close. I don't know on that one. Stream has gone on for a while. I hope we got some new subs. But I think I'm going to end it right here. We broke down the Padres. So, if you have any questions for me, we're going to give you like 10 seconds to go through. I hope I met some great new people. So, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Goodbye, everyone. Have a great day, and bye.